around when something's great on it. But today it said, at Gettysburg, Lincoln reminded his generation that the greatest tribute a people could pay to their fallen was to embrace the unresolved future. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the great task remaining before us. And I think for me, Katie, I was telling you earlier, I just said, every time I think about Blair, I think about how I am literally living his unresolved future, and that is like the greatest way that I honor the memory of Blair is by, and Blair's my husband, for those of you that don't know, that passed away in 2008. He was in the military. So, today is for him. But I feel like, for me, living out his unresolved future is really the greatest gift that we ever give to humanity, is to carry what those people so diligently fought for and gave their life for, which is freedom, which is ultimately freedom. Sorry. So I think you're doing that for Lucy. I'm doing that for Blair. It's something I wake up to, on days like today. I don't think about it every day. I don't think about Blair's unresolved future, but on days like today, like I really do. And I'm like, wow, like in partnership with Jesus and living out the unresolved surrender to Jesus that Blair had just a week before he died. I think about that every time I even say his name. I'm like, his story wouldn't be the same, without that surrender. And so I think that's, it's so funny. Surrender is such a negative word in a war. It's like nobody wants to surrender. We want to win. And the reality is that he won so that we could surrender. Like what a beautiful thought. The fact that, the battle is truly over, Katie, for us. Now granted, we will, we get to fight from a place of victory and we still fight, but at the same time, like the battle is so over. And that's why we get to surrender in total freedom. It's why you got to say that day, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done living in shame. The reason I got to say, I'm done living in shame. And everything changed, for both of us after that day. So